Hello and welcome to Valuchain TV News Update. I am Kabir Lawal with the news. And on the Valuchain TV News Update, the Arewa Economic Forum has urged President Bola Tinubu to reinstate subsidy on petrol using extra money from the Federation Account Allocation Committee FAAC to cater for it. This was conveyed by the forum's chairman, Malam Ibrahim Shehu Ndaka, at press conference in Abuja. Meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, while reacting to calls for a review of the current economic reforms, has insisted that there was no going back until his vision for the nation was achieved. Nigerians have reacted to Tinubu's response.
It's quite appalling that we don't have leaders that have concern for their citizens. They actually promise a lot of things. They promise us heaven and earth when they were campaigning. But it's quite unfortunate that they are putting us in hell. They are coming up with policies and reforms that are actually not for the people. Reforms that actually are against the people. I wish that this government would actually be patient, humble, and then reverse some of their policies because they are not actually yielding results. We all have to die before we enjoy these reforms and policies they are coming up with. If you can imagine the number of people that are dying on daily basis, insecurity, food scarcity. I would say food scarcity, but the food is actually there, but the money to buy the food is not there to say you won't even get it. So I wish the president would be humble enough to come down to the level of the people and understand the pains that people are going through so that they can reverse or re-strategize on their policies so that they can reduce the pains. They actually talk about palliative some months ago. We are not actually seeing it. It's like the palliative, they are only enjoying it at their elite level.
Until a government sees the wrong in their governing, there's no how they can make a resolution. If Tinubu boldly comes out and tell you until he gets what he really plans before he does any other thing, then he's not seeing the suffering of the people. If he sees the suffering of the people, he will not say he will not say I will not do otherwise until I get what I want. So I think he's ignorant of the suffering of the people, or he's been wicked to the people. You understand? But
at this point, I want everybody to know, and I want this message to go to the Tinubu direct. This is not the priority of Nigerians for now. The masses are suffering. Like seriously, masses are suffering, and we are in hardship. Everywhere is dry. See economic, don't collapse. See Naira, everything, inflation, everywhere is dry. So I want Tinubu to reduce that plan that he has on mind. At times, if you have another plan, if you look for another priority that is good for your masses. So I want Tinubu to know that this is not what he promised Nigerians when he is doing an election. So I want him to please have mercy on his people.
Governor of Oyo State and Vice Chairman, Nigeria's Governors Forum, Seyi Makinde, has denied receiving 30 billion naira from the federal government as money is meant for palliative intervention. The governor said this during the inauguration of the renovated Central Mosque in Ishayin area of Oyo State. Governor Makinde noted that as the Vice Chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum, he can confirm that the state governors did not receive 30 billion naira each as recently claimed by the Senate President. Valuchain TV and major news sources earlier reported that the Senate President Godswill Akpabio had disclosed that the federal government disbursed 1.08 trillion naira to states to address the food crisis in the country, advising the governors to utilize the funds judiciously to reduce the high cost of food items and other challenges facing the country. Youths have hijacked trailers loaded with bags of rice, cartons of spaghetti, and other food items after barricading the Suleja-Abuja highway. A resident of the area, Abubakar Abdullahi, informed newsmen that many trailers heading towards Kaduna were blocked by hoodlums who set tires on fire on the road until a quick intervention by soldiers who arrived at the scene to disperse the crowd. This development is coming few weeks after the residents of Minna and Suleja staged a protest to denounce the current hardship being experienced by Nigerians as a result of high cost of food items and other things. In an interview with Valuchain TV, a cross-section of Nigerians reacted to the development.
What would the government expect? They should expect more of it. Is it only vehicle people are attacking? Now very soon they will start entering into people's houses. You understand? Because the hunger in the land now is too much. It's far too much. Look at what I bought now. Normally it's 100 naira, 150. Now it's 300 naira. I was asking her, is it imported or is it dollar you buy Nunu? He said everything has added money, so they have no choice. This is what they are living on. So they have to increase their own prices. So if it continues, government should expect more. Even this protest, in fact, Abuja have not started their own protest. We will start soon. We'll start because the hunger is on the increase. Things are adding up on a daily basis. You buy something today, 200 naira. Go there in the next 5 minutes. They will add another 500 to be 1,000 naira.
I feel what the government should do is to cut down on some of their policies, because I feel the policies are too hard and harsh on the people. Okay, because if you check right now, they are talking about increasing electricity tariff. That's because of the advice they got from the IMF or so. And this government should concentrate more on its citizens. I believe they have local government chairmen. You see, like the Oba of Ife initially, he said something about they are the ones who communicate directly to the people, so they know the plight of the people. But the government is turning deaf ears on this whole thing, you understand? So I feel they should listen to these people. There is hunger in the land. Things are very, very bad.
Nigerians, we have a very big tax, because fighting for insecurities, we all know the problem of these countries, except if someone just denied that I don't know what is going on in this country. In a situation where the youth are unemployed, so how do you want 100% of the security of the place? You can't see it. And the rate of poverty is very high. There is no job opportunity. I have so many friends that they graduated about 6 to 7 years ago. There is no job. At the end of the day, they will be telling you that what is your age, declaration of age, the state, tribalism, so many things have affected us in this country. So we need to gear up. If not, the situation we are seeing in this country now, small town will not even see where to run to.
President Bola Tinubu has approved management appointments in agencies under the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. The agencies are the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), the Nigerian Communications Satellite, NATCOMSAT Limited, Galaxy Backbone BB Limited. This was disclosed in a statement by the Special Advisor to President of Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale. Among the appointees are Abraham Oshademi as Executive Commissioner, Technical Services for NCC, Abiodun Atta, Executive Director, Technical Services for NATCOMSAT, Ibrahim Adepoju Adeyanju, Managing Director and CEO for Galaxy Backbone, among others. You are still watching Value Chain TV News Updates. The news continues shortly after the break. Stay.
Dear colleagues and industry partners, on behalf of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I would like to invite you all to join us for the 7th edition of the Nigeria International Energy Summit 2024, Nigeria's premier and official oil and gas meeting due to take place in Abuja from February 26th to March 1st, 2024.
NIES remains the only official industry trade event of the federal government with the approval of the Federal Executive Council. Being the first edition to be held under the current administration, the importance of NIES 2024 becomes even the more significant.
The theme of the summit for this year's event is navigating the new energy world order, security, transition, and finance. It aims to match Africa's attractiveness to the right investment partnership while ensuring greater participation and engagement of indigenous businesses in the sector. Within the challenges of climate change and energy transition lie opportunities for a future where Nigeria's hydrocarbon resources play a central role in powering our nation, the African region, and the world at large, while at the same time safeguarding our environment.
His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, will be the special guest of honor. As tradition, NIES 2024 will feature the highest level of attendance by top decision makers, industry leaders, and all stakeholders from both the public and private sectors from across Africa and the global energy community.
We'll be there to personally welcome you to the 7th edition of the Nigeria International Energy Summit 2024. Further details on the event will be obtained from its website. Thank you and welcome to the Nigeria International Energy Summit 2024.
You are welcome back from the break. Moving on, all is now set for the 2024 Nigeria International Energy Summit NIES, beginning from Monday, February 26th to March 1st at the International Conference Center in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu is expected to raise curtain of the event, which will begin with a pre-event dinner. The week-long event will feature numerous panel sessions and exhibitions with distinguished speakers and guests including H.E. Haitham Al-Ghaz, OPEC Secretary General, Dr. Umar Farouk Ibrahim, Secretary General African Petroleum Producers Organization APO, H.E. Engineer Muhammad Amel, Secretary General Gas Exporting Countries Forum GECF, and H.E. Joseph McMonigle, Secretary General International Energy Forum. Also expected is a long list of corporation heads, industry captains, and policy makers. This year's theme, Navigating the New Energy World Order, Security, Transition, and Finance, is expected to chart a course for renewed attention to challenges and opportunities shaping the global future of energy. ValueChain TV is an official partner of the event and will bring you full details of proceedings on our channels and platforms. The Group Chief Executive, Owando Group, Adewale Tinubu, has emphasized the importance of creating an enabling environment for the growth of the oil and gas industry. He disclosed this while delivering a keynote address at the Energy Guyana Conference and Supply Chain Expo, which took place in Guyana from 19th to 22nd of February 2024. According to a release made available from the Office of the Oil and Gas Company, Tinubu assured a promising collaboration towards successful oil and gas venturing in Guyana. The National Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, have collaborated to fight against oil theft. NUPENG made the call when the president of the union, William Okpereha, and members of his executive visited the corporate headquarters of EFCC in Abuja. William commended the chairman of the EFCC, Ola Olukoyede, for his effort to reposition the anti-graft agency while also seeking for the collaboration of the Commission in sanitizing the oil and gas industry. Members of All Electricity Consumers Protection Forum have said that the performance of the current Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, is below expectations. The forum expressed this in a statement issued to journalists, raising questions about the direction and effectiveness of the ministry's leadership. The group urged the minister to actively engage stakeholders and experts in the industry to address existing challenges and pave way for advancement in the power sector. And that ends the ValueChain TV News Update. I am Kabir Lawal. Thanks for watching.